Hey y'all, welcome to another video. I hope everyone's doing well. I had some questions about how I create this paint splatter paper that I use on some of my projects, so I wanted to come in, share some of the paper that I already have made and share with you my process. I do have two paint splatter boxes that I created, and I will share with you how they look and how I created those. So just to start off, these are some of the papers that I already have done. I do one color at a time, and I try to do the darkest color first. So I do the pink splatter, I let it dry, I do the green, and then I try to do the lightest last because that one seems to run a little bit more. When I do the paint splatter, I try to use the 110-pound cardstock, and most of the time I use the white because it gives me a larger variety of colors that I'm able to use on it. So that one is a hot pink, yellow, and green. This one is orange and white. I use these two, actually these three, for Halloween. When I did the Pastel-Halloween, I did it on the turquoise paper with the pink, black, and white. And when I use the white, I try to use the matte white paint. And all the paint I use is the acrylic paint. This is just the 2-ounce bottles from Walmart, and they're the apple barrel. They're about 50 cents. So I did it with the white, orange, black, and green. Then I did it on the black with the white, orange, and green. There's some black and white. This is more of a primary colors. I did some toppers for someone, and they were doing like a crayon theme. So we did these in the blues, yellow, greens, and reds. Here's some that I use for Christmas with the green, red, and white. That one is the green and red. Here's a green and white. There's some white paint on there as well. You can't see it, but you can definitely feel it on there. Here's another of the Halloween ones I use in the orange, green, black, and white. This one I recently shared in a project. This is the yellow cardstock with the turquoise, purple, and pink. And this one I actually did the strokes first and then did the paint splatter. And this was on some white paper. I actually sprayed it, and I did the strokes of yellow paint, and then I did the paint splatter in the pink. Here's one with the white, turquoise, and pink. This is some that I did on vellum. Absolutely love how this turned out. I was doing one with a snow effect, so I went ahead and added some green as well. But when I used it on I think I did an ATC card and I did a snow effect, I just used the white paint, and I love how that turned out, and I had like an embossed snowman in the background. There's another with the green, purple, and yellow. On this one, I actually just took the paint and did some strokes. I did some bag toppers with that. Really love how that one turned out. Here's some more. This is one that I recently shared in a recent project in the turquoise, yellow, and pink on the white cardstock, and then another one with the black and orange. So these are just the larger sheets that I have. I do try to save every piece of it, and I keep track of the ones that have multiple colors. I just keep little samples, and then I write the name of the paint on the back just so I don't have to keep scrambling through all my paint. So like I said, the paint that I use is the apple barrel paint. This is the 2-ounce bottles from Walmart. When I pour my paint, I use these little trays here. These are trays that I just recycled from Chick-fil-A. And then I use the same paintbrush all the time. And I use this fluffy paintbrush. I try to use thinner ones. If you can see, that's a little fluffy. I did try to use thinner ones, and they didn't work right. So if you're going to do it, try to use a fluffier paintbrush. And then I just keep a cup of water because I'll show you how I mix it. When I mix it, I pour the acrylic paint in here. I'm going to use this Caribbean paint with the matte white and also this Diva pink on some 110-pound purple cardstock. I'm probably going to do about 6 sheets of this, and all I do is lay it flat on one of those pieces of foam board from the Dollar Tree or any other flat surface, wherever you want to just lay it flat. So I will start off with this Diva pink, and all I do is just take a little bit, just based on how many pages I think I'm going to do. And I never waste the paint, so if I have some left, I just go ahead and use it on some other sheets. So I just put a little bit in there, and all I do is add a little bit of water. Just a little bit initially. Just kind of mix it up. So see how it'll move but it's still not really runny. If you don't like it, just add more paint or add more water, however you like your consistency. I did try also mixing it with like a shimmer spray, something that had like glitter or something in it, but because of the alcohols, it will mess up the brush and make everything kind of sticky. So I will share with you what my paint splatter boxes look like. Okay, so I'm holding my iPad, but this is how my smaller paint splatter box looks. All I did was alter a mailing box. I have a smaller box there in the center just so the paper won't be laying flat on the bottom. That's how it looks. And then I kind of brought the sides up and kind of made this little roof here. This is the one I was using when I first started. It's a smaller one. That's why I was only able to do the half sheets. And I just put some black tape on it and spray painted it just because. This is the box that I use now. It is about a 18 by 12. That's the inside of it. All I did was get one of those flap top boxes. It was broken. It was in clearance. I only paid like maybe $3 or $4. I spray painted the inside black. This right here is the magnetic piece that comes up the top of the lid. All I did was get some cardboard and tape it to the sides of it to make the sides taller. You can see where the side of the box ends down here. And then I just kind of cut the edges to give me like a roof. And then I, put this extra piece here in the front of the box. You can see where I taped it down with just regular packing tape and just spray painted the inside. Again, you can just use a regular size box and just bring up all 4 sides, tape it all the way around the outside, and just cut this piece down a little lower just to give you room to reach in there. And then I would recommend putting something on the inside so you'll have something to lay your pieces. I just hot glued that in there so it wouldn't move around. Okay, so here's the inside of my paint splatter box. I already have my paint mixed. All I do is put the paper in. So I'll be doing it on this purple paper. And then I just kind of hold this to the side and just flick downward. Because I don't have a large roof here, I just try to always flick down when I'm flicking the paint. Just to give you an idea, that's what it looks like. And this is how it looks when I take it out. I always try to dry it flat. And I only work with one color at a time. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope this helps some people that's been trying to do this, but this is all I really do. I just mix it with water. I have also done it on the thicker watercolor paper, but I just didn't want to, use that paper when doing this because most of the time I'm doing the die cutting and that paper is a lot thicker to die cut. Thank y'all so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.